It's just gone lunchtime. This is the third and final hour of All Angles here on eNCA. Good afternoon. I'm Masego Rahlaga. So we've been following numerous stories for you throughout the course of the day. Many have had developments by now. So if you've just joined us, here's how far those stories have advanced at lunchtime. All right, we have our eNCA reporters. We have Pule Letshwiti Jones, Silindelo Masekane, as well as Nobesutu Hejana, who've been on the ground for us. Pule, I'm just going to start with you. People dying allegedly at the hands of a teacher who was imposing punishment against pupils who had not done their homework. What came out of your conversations with the Gauteng Education Department and the girl's mother?
Well, earlier we spoke to the Gauteng Education Department spokesperson, Steve Mabona, who said that they were, of course, looking into, ensuring that there was an independent law firm which could investigate the matter and probe it further to ensure that there is some form of accountability which many of these angry parents behind me have been asking for a while as well. Just in the morning, they told us that they will stage, a picket outside the school until there's some form of accountability. This started around 7 a.m. and until now, they're still here trying to ensure that the education minister of Gauteng, who's made his way into the school premises, does come out and hopefully does now address them. Earlier on, we spoke to the parents of one of the deceased pupils here at the school at Masego, who said that she was in pain and that this incident had brought trauma to the family. Perhaps we can just take a listen to what the parents had to say earlier on when we spoke to her.
Ndizendoba nindibo sihambe nyani sinyuke ke siye eklasini ngasife eklasini la mntana ulele lapha ungena kwami eklasini ndaphosa amehla akange ngithethe namuntu kodwa ndathetha nenhliziyo ndambona umntana ubuso obusebugrey ndathi umntana owengoku lo endi uyedwa apha sokupakushe nje kwanto eseklasini.
All right, Slee, let me come to you now. You were covering that the case of that brutal murder of 4-year-old Bokhabo, the accused appearing for a second time since his arrest, but also he basically was there for what came out of court. What came out of court today, rather?
Well, quite emotional scenes once more from the Benoni Magistrates Court, where the community of Eguruleni came out to support the family, out in their numbers, heavy police presence deployed to the Magistrates Court, and once more a short appearance for Ntutugo Zikale, who also appeared in his other matter where he's accused of raping a 9-year-old girl. That matter postponed to the 14th of November, and that is because the state wants to make an application to withdraw his bail in which he was granted in that matter, and his case in relation to Bokhabo also postponed to that date. He's now being represented by legal aid, which says it needs some time to familiarize itself with the case. And of course, once more a tense court session where we again saw the father of Bokhabo trying to appeal to Zikale to tell the family exactly where the missing body parts of Bokhabo are, because the family at this point cannot arrange a funeral date in order to be able to bury Bokhabo at this point. And we know, of course, that moving forward, it seems the police are still trying to get Zikale to come forward in terms of where those missing body parts are. But let's just take a listen to Bokhabo's father in terms of his emotions in court.
I might seem like a drama queen, but if you've been in the situation where I am right now, you surely understand. I need closure. I need to grieve properly. The grieving process hasn't yet begun because I'm still unable to know where to from here. I need to bury my child now. I think it's taking so long. He just needs to tell us what's happening with the body, what happened to the rest of the body parts that's missing right now.
Are the police telling you if they're making any headway with him? Is he not Is he still not cooperating?
I've actually seen the police officer only yesterday morning. I haven't been in contact with them. I don't know from the other side of the family, but I've only seen them yesterday, and they were also updating me about the details getting here to court. There's not really much that I'm getting from the police in charge.
All right, Monique, let me end with you. Jeffrey Donson has been re-elected as mayor of Canelan despite that sexual assault claim hanging over his head. And you had a conversation with him just a short while ago. What did he tell you about his re-election?
I asked Donson what he thinks about the various opposition parties and groups like Action Society saying that he isn't fit to lead Canelan municipality because of that conviction hanging over his head. And he was emphatic in saying that this incident happened 12 years ago. He's already served his time. He's even back then in 2008 appealed the matter, and the Western Cape High Court then reduced his sentencing. He didn't serve any time, and he was saying that instead of the media and opposition parties and critics focusing on what he's done wrong, instead they should focus on everything that he's achieved. Behind me you can see, I'm just going to ask my colleague Arif to show you, these RDP houses in the background here in Lady Smith. The residents here say it's thanks to Donson that they have these houses, that it was during his tenure a couple of years ago that these houses were built, and Donson saying that he wants to do more projects like these, that issues like potholes in the roads, the high unemployment rate, these are just some of the things that is high on his priority list now that he's been re-elected as mayor. Let's just take a listen to Donson speaking to me a little earlier.
Ek is die enigste raadslid in die land wat 8 keer stem bestoos. Nooit verloor nie. En ek weet die ANC en die DA gaan teen hulle stemme by mekaar. Ek het meer stemme as hulle albei saam. En die rede daarvoor is, jy moet eerlik en opreg met die mense wees. En dit het nie invloed op my nie. Onthou, die Kousa het die meeste stemme gekry. Die Kousa het ek het die meeste stemme van al die wijksraadslede gekry. Die tyd het gekom dat mense wat in Canelan bly nie, dat hulle moet aanvaar die demokratiese beskeuse van die kiesers van Canelan. Die meeste kiesers het vir my gestem. Die meeste kiesers wil hê ek moet die burgemeester wees.
All right, that was your eNCA Lunchtime update with Monique Mortlock, Silindelo Masekane and Pule Letshwiti Jones.